to the second video of this week. Last time I showcased these two doors. Well, not really doors, they're not really doors at all. But these are my Canadian traffic lights. They're beautiful. Logic down here is beautiful. And this is what I call the Canadian traffic light yeah. So it goes from green to yellow, and from yellow to red, and red to green. And there you go. And I did a tutorial on that one last time, which was this one. Then I decided, well, that's not good enough. This is just the Canadian traffic light, as if you see up there. That's just the Canadian traffic light. This is the Mumbo traffic light, redone. I will leave the original video in the description. But this is the new Mumbo traffic light. Completely under the floor, so there's no carpets on the floor. There's no carpets on the floor. Well, it does require this block though, sadly. But yeah, you can see that it is completely under the floor. It has a completely new layout to having a double and a triple block swapper, and now has a triple piston extender slider type thing, a double extender slider here, and then a triple piston double extender thing in the middle. I hate this so much. Light blue was a pain. I had to redesign this area like 4 times. Yellow was fun because it's the same circuit as that pretty much. And I hate this furnace reads this dust through here, but it can't through here because there's no room. Ew. So it goes. So in his video, it goes green to yellow and to red. But we have an extra pushing here because we reuse the double yellow double extenders. The yellow fires the double extender twice when you unflick and flick it, so that's how we get the yellow and red go up and the yellow to retract. And it is a decently fast triple, and then it goes back to green. In his case, red is amber, but I'm just gonna use red. So yeah, I hate this so much. And I haven't used one of these in so long. Cobweb timers, and this is perfectly timed, so it's not been limited. Yay. I'm probably just gonna go over some things about the door because I really don't want to do a tutorial. I might in a different video, but not now because I really don't want to. I'm recording this like really early because I just want to get the video out because I'm lazy to do it any other time. Okay, so I'm just gonna explain what's happening here. So I guess we'll just start from input outwards. So when the lever is flicked, it will remove this piston, allowing this to be able to push on the closing. Well, when you flick the lever, yes. But this piston will not push it back, it just blocks it, so this slider does not mess anything up. So that's why this thing is here. And then whenever this piston powers from this special amount of OBS-spam delay, it goes up to this, into this thing, which is the exact same thing as this, but instead of powering it one at a time, we're powering it all at once. Well, kind of. We're powering the front one first, and the back one, then the front one, and then the back one. But we have to have 3 tick. This could be 4 tick, but it can't be 2 tick or 1 tick because it doesn't work. So, yeah. This will detect from this piston, giving a hopper timer that will push this piston when it's here. This is a special, I guess you could say, special slider thing. This magenta block is for the magenta circuit, which is literally just a block, a repeater, an observer. This here, plus this 4 tick on a slab. It's nothing much. And yeah. Now let's get into, I guess you could say, lime just for a bit. So I already explained this part. This side is fun. This side is the exact same thing as this side. It's just this side is actually a real double extender, like a normal slider, only when we want to. This block will fire this back one without firing, well, this to fire a double extender. So basically it's a double extender when we want to, and it's a single when we want to. And the double extender is what fires the last double extender using this final double extender circuit here. Yeah. Don't mind the DMA. Now, that's pretty much everything. All it really is just double extenders and sliding everything at the right time. Now, I'm gonna get over yellow last, because that's the best circuit of the door. Triple extender time, yay! This triple extender had to be redesigned like 4 times. Yeah, I'm happy. So, I had problems with this toggle being a weird clock thing, but yeah. So the way that this works is literally just the same circuit twice, it's just a toggle here to either refire it or do the last pulsing. Which, this is a falling edge, this is a rising edge. And you're probably wondering, well, what is these two random minecarts doing here? You could just have this pointing to here, and have like a minecart here. Well, you can't, because it doesn't work. I tried. Basically, the dropper will try putting it into the block, but not the cards. It doesn't read the minecart, it reads the block. I think that's just because the minecart is facing like this, not like this. So, I have no clue. So, that's why it's like this, because there's no other way. So the way that this works is, and also, if the door ever, well, if you're ever on the server, if you're dumb like me, who decides to build this literally 2 blocks away from the edge of the plot, where when you stand here and flip the lever, it works sometimes, because, like, the server's garbage, and pretty much whenever, like, something happens, like, it's just inconsistent. Like, this dust will fire, but this repeater won't. Or, like, this observer will fire, but this repeater won't accept it. It's just dumb. Because the server's garbage. Anyways, so all the triple extender is just the same circuit twice. So, I'm gonna go over a little triple extender here. I'm not gonna build it from scratch. I'm just gonna go over, like, a sequence using some blocks. So, we give the bottom 1 tick. That is this repeater in here, and these dust. Okay. Then what we do is a regular double extender, so like we have this 4 tick, dust, same thing as magenta, it's just in the triple circuit. So it's this, that's what the floor is used for. There we go. And then this is enough delay to reuse the whole circuit, as you can see here. It just goes back into the dust there. So what it will do is it will do this, but it will do this, but then give this a 2 tick, because he got an update from this. Actually, it's 1.5 ticks, right? But this will never retract, because this is still extending. So we are currently in this state, that's why there is a derp. And then this here will fire a double pulse into an observer here, so it would fire the bottom one first, and then grab it. And then the last thing we do, after sufficient delay, power the slider to fire the last double extender. So that's triple. This dropper loop is just some toggle. The item will, when the dust fires, it'll go through the minecarts, into this hopper, into this dropper. When it fires again, it'll fire the top one first, then this one is like a game tick later, or micro tick later, I have no clue how much, and it'll just put the item up into there, and then it would reset the toggle. Now, the reason why this had to get redesigned 4 times is because the toggle, because yeah. Now, onto the worst circuit, the door yellow. Yay, the control circuit. You thought this one was bad, and you were mildly correct. This one is, all it is just a dropper loop here, and just a subtract comparison thing and a comparison to the same hopper timer. I want to hear something cool? It's the same hopper timer. It's the best. We have the same hopper timer. It's just different items. for the 12th. So it's the exact same opening, I guess you could say closing. It does a double extender that pulls this down. You would slide this in, and this slider is connected into a double extender, so it pushes the yellow up. Then the second double extender from the ROM will fire, pulling the yellow down, then firing this again, pushing the red in, and then doing a double extender. But the one thing, there's a catch. This here is enough delay to fire this back one. Now, the reason why we don't do this on the opening is because like there's no need, and it's also faster like this. We put the yellow block under here. Now, the way that the travel lights work in the UK, according to Mumbo, is when the red is here, so like this, the yellow and the red go up like this. And then they both turn off, but you can't get them both at the same time in Minecraft, obviously. So he just retracts one after that and then puts the green back up. So it's very similar to mine, it's just red and yellow go at the same time, or amber and red in his case, and then lime here. So yeah, so it will just push in. The next thing, which is the smartest thing ever in this whole door, I guess. We reuse the ROM, but we block this off, so now the slider will never fire and break this, which is what I said earlier. But you're probably wondering, what is that going to do? It's just going to derp. Well, that's where you're wrong. It's going to fire 2 double extenders. And this hopper timer is what starts the triple, because it'll fire this piston, firing this observer, firing this toggle, which when it fires in the closing will just extend it, firing this, and when it retracts, it'll fire this piston going into this, firing light blue, going back to this piston with the toggle, and then we'll stop because it cannot go back. So, yeah, that's kind of confusing. We're going to fire 2 double extenders, but I'm going to show you the state that we're in. So we fire 1 double extender from the ROM, it puts the yellow up because it's connected from this, and puts the red up. Now, the smart ones of you are going to see that, well, this yellow block is down here, so when you fire a double extender, it's going to go red, well, it's going to go like this. Grab these concretes. The yellow is going to go up, but that's a single, and this is a double. Put in the red and yellow at the same time, but then that's only 1 double extender. The second one will just pull this back down. Yeah. Genius. And then this will slide across. We're storing these over here, so when the triple goes, they're back in order. So when we do the full double extender, it would put the yellow, then the red, then the magenta block back into here in that order, with the line block here ready for the last double extender here. So you can see that there. So there's 1 double extender, and a second one, and a decently fast triple. And that's actually pretty much it. It's not too complicated. I still think it can be smaller. I was going to go for 1 wide, but then I gave up because it was too hard. I was going to go for 2 wide. A majority of this door was actually 2 wide. The triple was 2 blocks wide. This part was 2 blocks wide until I kind of gave up and decided, well, might as well make it 3 blocks wide and make it actually work. His was like 17 million blocks wide, Mumbo's, and this is 3. So that's pretty much it. I might do a tutorial and explain this much better than I did right now as I build it. But if you really want a tutorial, let me know. And I'm gonna do it in a whole video based on all of these. Well, these are just gonna be Mumbo's challenges recreated. So far, I'm only at the traffic lights in the playlist, which will be listed in the description of last video. Okay? So, if I do slash undo, you get the floor back, and now you can see it in its full glory. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video, which I hope is not long from now, because I'm working on some cool stuff. I'm gonna mention one thing. If you don't know already, I hate these guys. These disgusting blocks. I absolutely hate target blocks. If you want to know why, get me to 100 subscribers and I'll tell you why. Yay! Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this cool video. And let me go. Come on, I have to add one more feature. Bruh. There he is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this traffic light, I guess, series where I made a Canadian one and this one. If you want me to make any other traffic lights from any other place in the world, let me know. And if you also want to know why I hate target blocks, give me 200 subs. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, and bye bye.